everyone, how's it going? Thursday night, doing an Ask Avery session. You'll notice I am in a different location than I usually am, and that is because I've had a hard time focusing today and I needed to buckle down and get some stuff done. So I tried changing up my environment. I'm sitting on my living room couch in front of my television and with my dog on the left-hand side on the ground right next to me. See if I can show you her. Right there, can you see her? Yeah, she's the best. Anyway, so I don't have as nice of a camera or as nice as a microphone, but that's okay because sometimes we just gotta switch it up. Am I right? I just forgot. I need to turn on my Instagram. Hold on. Let's see. All right, now I should be streaming live on Instagram. So anyways, how are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. If you are watching right now, please say hello in the comments. I really want to say hi to you guys, especially if you're watching on LinkedIn or YouTube or Instagram. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. The person that was supposed to come today didn't show up. It bumps me out when that happens because a lot of people want to talk to me. When I put out like what 40 or so slots to meet with me until Data Career Jumpstart launches. And so anyways, a lot of people wanted them and messaged me that all the spots were taken, and I was like, oh, sorry, I can't offer any more right now. It just bums me out. This is the second one where someone hasn't come. I just feel bad for the people that I could be helping. So if you have a question, go ahead and let me know. In fact, you know what? Hold on. All right, we got Myra and Dine. How are you guys doing? I'm going to go ahead and throw the StreamYard chat. Hold on, give me a second. Inside of LinkedIn. So if you want to join face-to-face, you can. I'm going to be here for till 6 o'clock, I think. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Hold on. Or if you just have a question, let me know. That's good too, right? Yeah, that's good too. Okay, I think here's my live session. If you want to join. Okay, anyways, now that's in there. Do you guys have any questions for me? Ask me any sort of question. I'm doing good, Bine. How are you doing? In the meantime, I'm going to show you something that debuted today. I actually sent out a free course to everyone who has signed up for Data Career Jumpstart. So let's see. I think that email went out to about 2,000 people actually. But I think it ended up in a lot of people's spam. I need to figure out how to make it not go to as much spam. But with that being said, I sent out a free course called LinkedIn Tune-Up, how to like clean up your LinkedIn and get cool jobs, amazing jobs in your LinkedIn inbox. So hopefully that went well for everybody. I'm really excited about that little free course. I'll give you guys a little sneak preview real fast if you don't mind. I'm going to share my screen, share screen. I'm going to share a tab here, and I think it's this tab. Yeah, okay. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. This is what I sent out to people who are signed up for Data Career Jumpstart updates. It's called the LinkedIn Tune-Up, Land Amazing Jobs in Your Inbox. A little free mini course here about basically how to land awesome jobs. So all you needed to do was enter your email. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, sign in. Let me sign in real fast. Oop, I guess I don't know my password. There we go. I think, right? Am I just previewing this though? Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Stop screen share. I don't know why that wasn't working. Let me just take you to the page. It's kind of complicated because I'm the person who makes the course. So sometimes logging in as an admin versus just me is bad. All right. Let's go back to the tab here. Let's go to this. Okay, here we go. Here's what I sent people LinkedIn tune-up, land amazing jobs in your inbox. So pretty fun, little 5-video course about how to update your resume and specifically update your LinkedIn in order to get better jobs from recruiters inside your inbox. So really there's 3 really meaty tips here. Optimize your profile, engage the right settings, and bring value to your network. I think it's a really good course if you guys want to check it out. Definitely do. I'll go ahead just for you guys on the live stream here. I'll go ahead and, well, I can't really post the link because LinkedIn sucks. So I'll just talk about it some more. Okay, see, we got some comments here. Justin says, hit me up at Cinch. We'll help you out, stay out of the spam boxes. Sweet, I'll have to talk to you. I think basically my problem was I took a list that I developed from another website and put it on my new, so I used to use Podia for my courses and now I use Kajabi, and I think it didn't like that. So kind of a problem there. Okay. Oh, Binay says, this is my first live session with you. Can you please briefly say what kind of question that you can ask? Yes, you can ask me any sort of question you want. You ask me about breaking into data science, ask me about leaving chemical engineering. You can ask me about building a LinkedIn presence. You can ask me about personal brand, any sort of thing there. Please talk about data science remote jobs. Okay, so data science remote jobs are awesome. There's lots of them. You don't really need to be in the office to be a data scientist. You have to be collaborative, so you definitely need to have some online communication skills. But you definitely don't need to, be in an office. And so there's tons of remote jobs. More are even going more remote because of COVID, right? We had to, and you're like, oh, we can figure this out. But I love working remotely. I never really want to go back to the office. I could see myself in the office maybe twice a week, but never, 5 times, definitely never again for me personally. So data science remote jobs, there's lots of them available. I like working remotely and they pay pretty well and you're pretty effective as a data scientist working remotely. So I don't know what else you'd like me to say about them other than working remotely is awesome. I really like it. You can get them the same way you get any other, data science job. Any other questions? All right, kind of a slow show tonight. I'm still a little bummed that we didn't have our guest come. Hey, Ken's here. Ken, what's good? Hope you're doing well. We're doing the daily Ask Avery show, but my guest didn't end up showing up. I sent him a couple emails, but didn't end up coming. So in the meantime, I'll also talk to you guys about this. Hold on, let me see if I can. Wait, I want to remove that. Let's talk about. I'm still figuring out how to use StreamYard all the time. Never really makes sense to me. Oh well. Let me just add this back in. So this is the free course I launched today. Let's see if I can watch a video. Is this possible? Let me watch one of these. Oh, I don't think you guys can hear the audio. Am I right? Let me watch one of these. Oh, I don't think you guys can. Oh, darn. You guys can't hear the audio. Sorry about that. That's a bummer. Okay. You know what? I think saw you were live and wanted to say hi. Oh, good. That's good, Ken. I'm glad you said hi. Ken and I are doing a podcast soon. Check his podcast out, Nearest Neighbors. Check his YouTube out too. You guys have probably all see Ken's YouTube though. So definitely go give him a follow or a subscribe if you haven't before. And yeah, sorry you guys couldn't hear the audio. That was a bummer, huh? Sorry, I'm not at my usual setup, so I'm a little thrown off because I'm not at my desk today. You know what I'm saying? All right. Myra has a question here. Would it be difficult to start remote as a first-time data scientist? So if you're a first-time data scientist, is it really hard to get a remote job? I don't think it is that hard. Especially, it really depends on who the company is and what their values are, right? And also, I think it always helps if you're in the area. So for instance, I could work remotely or at least work time flex for a local company. I think that probably helps your odds just so that you could go to the office at very low charge for the company, right? But companies want value. And so if you can bring value, it doesn't really matter where you're at in the world. They just want you to bring value. And so you need to prove your worth and prove your value, whether that's your first job in data science or your 10th job in data science. All that matters is what value you bring. So I think it's probably a little bit harder to get a remote data scientist job when it's your first job, but I don't think it's impossible at all. You definitely can do it. I think COVID really proved to a lot of companies that working remotely can be really effective. And so you're going to see more of these jobs pop up more and more in the future. Okay, Igor has a question. Hi, Avery. Could you please briefly elaborate on data engineering career requirements and future perspectives? Sure, absolutely. I can talk a little bit about data engineering, although I am not the expert. I would definitely check out Joe Reese on LinkedIn real fast. He is an expert in data engineering. And the other person I check out is Andreas Kretz. Those two people are kind of my go-to sources for all things data engineering. So definitely look them up. I am not a data engineer. I'm a data scientist. Sometimes as a data scientist, you need to wear a data engineering hat, okay? But I am not a good data engineer. I can do a lot of the things, but I'm not very skilled at them, to be perfectly honest. So in terms of requirements you need to have in data engineering, you need to be good at databases, okay? You're basically, Andreas Kretz calls him the plumber of data science. You are moving data from source A to source B to source C, splitting it into source D. Like you are moving data from left to right, up and down. That is your job as a data engineer, is to move data, okay? You're not doing very much analysis. You're doing a lot of storage and a lot of movement. They like to say the ETL, extract, transform, load of data. So you have to be really good at databases. Often that involves doing SQL and some sort of NoSQL, like a MongoDB database and a SQL database. So that's the first thing, is you store data that way. Secondly, you have to be good at some sort of cloud system and systems in general and systems architecture. So you need to be good at something like AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, or Google Cloud Platform, which is GCP, or Microsoft Azure, because you're taking what a data scientist makes and you're putting it at scale, which usually involves some sort of, cloud solution. So that's another thing that you'll want to learn, is one of those cloud platforms. And then the third thing is you're going to need to know some like big data software, not software, but programming languages, something like Hive or Hadoop or Scala. All of those are really good to know. In terms of data engineering future perspectives, I think data engineering is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and more important. I think data scientist has kind of been sexy for a little bit, but really data engineer is what we need more in the world. And so I really think the data engineering role is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and more important. So I think there's a lot of good things. Janelle, hi Avery, I'm a BS Chem E graduate. I'm looking to take a master's degree soon. Is there any degree that you could think of that combine engineering management and data science? Engineering management and data science. I don't actually know. There's a lot of like business analytics or like MBA analytics type roles or type degrees, but I don't know about specifically engineering management and data science. I do know that there's like a couple chemical engineering / data science degrees. Guys, look at my dog. She's so cute. She just cuddled up next to me on the couch. She's just enjoying the show too, I guess. Like I know University of Washington has like a combination degree, and I think Columbia has kind of a hybrid degree in terms of chemical engineering and data science. In terms of engineering management and data science, to be honest, I don't think it makes sense. They just don't go together. I mean, that's maybe me being a little simplistic, but you'd be better off by probably just getting a general management / data science degree versus the engineering. I think that's just like two specifications, two niches that I like to think all niches, match, but I think if you're going to do management, you have to pick a track. Is it engineering management, or is it, is it more like a tech manager, like a product manager role? But I don't know. I mean, I know nothing. I never wanted to get into engineering management, so I haven't done the research on it. That's just my gut feeling. I could be dead wrong. So don't take my word for the Bible. It definitely could not be true. What types of skills are needed for data analysis? So what skills do you need to be a data analyst? Well, I mean, there's so many different skills you could possibly go in. Having some sort of BI or business intelligence tool is really important. So something like Tableau or Power BI or Domo, that's really useful. Heck, Even Excel is really useful. If you're really proficient in Excel, you can do a lot of data analysis there. If you want to be more of like a data scientist or even an advanced data analyst, you're going to need some sort of scripting language like R or Python. Those are the two I would suggest learning. Hope that answers your question. Ayo Kunli, hi Avery, can I be hired as a data scientist right out of college with a chemie degree, self-taught skills? Yes, for sure. I was hired as a data scientist right out of my undergrad as a chemie. You definitely do not need any sort of master's degree to be a data scientist. All that matters is the value you bring. And so if you can prove to an organization that you bring data science value, that's all that really matters. And so you could have any degree that you could think of, as long as you can prove that you have the data science skills necessary, then you're golden. So I'm living proof that you can be hired as a data scientist without an advanced degree. In fact, I don't even have a master's degree, guys. Do you guys realize that? I just have an undergrad in chemical engineering. I mean, I'm about to graduate with my master's degree in data science, but I've been in the field for a while now, and I didn't need a degree. Is there a Zoom call link? If you look at the LinkedIn comments earlier, I put the StreamYard link. I use StreamYard to do these, so you can join. If not, then how do we send questions? Just like this, you can write them in the comments. I'll take them right now. Although I'm going to be done in about 4 minutes, so if you have any questions, put them in now. Andreas, I'm interested in working with data science. I am also a chemical engineer, and it seems there are jobs for chemical engineer. It seems there are jobs for chemical engineer and data science separately. I hope in the future I could be a data scientist using a lot of math or chemistry. What do you think about it? Yes, there is lots of jobs that actually combine chemistry and data science. In fact, there's a whole field called chemometrics, and that is the combination of data and chemistry. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's actually a thing where you combine chemistry and data science. And so there's a lot of jobs that involve the mixture between the two, right? That's how I started. You can get into fault detection. You can get into chemical structure prediction. You can get into energy grid, what's it called? Energy grid optimization is another big one between chemistry and data science. There's lots of roles between the two fields. So there's not only just separate jobs of data scientist or engineer. There's definitely combinations between the two. It's just a matter of knowing the field. It's just a matter of knowing the intersection well enough to know what jobs are actually available out there. But there's actually a lot of jobs that would combine the two, for sure. Of course, you're very welcome. Hopefully that did help. Just with being self-taught, if you're going to be self-taught as a data scientist, you really need to lean very, 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 very heavily on your projects and your portfolio, okay? Because you do not have any sort of degree that's backing your name, so your work has to back your name. And so if you do not have a portfolio as a data scientist or as like a wannabe data scientist without a degree in any way, you're going to struggle. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say you're not going to get anywhere. You definitely need to have a strong portfolio if you're doing the self-study method. I did the self-study method / a little bit in my undergraduate. So like it works out, you can do it, but you have to be very dedicated. LinkedIn, oh, hold on, sorry. Oh man, where did there we go. LinkedIn user said, I can't believe I caught this at the end. Good stuff. Well, I'm glad you caught it. I know I need to do a little bit better job planning these, or at least letting you guys know when I'm going to do them. I kind of just do them randomly and sporadically right now. Avery, could you please type in here the name of the second data engineer guru apart from Andreas? I missed that. Yeah, it's Joe, J-O-E space Reis, R-E-I-S. I would type it, but it doesn't let me type on LinkedIn from StreamYard. That's one of the biggest pitfalls. Okay, someone on Instagram was asking if I finished my report that I was supposed to finish, and no, I haven't finished it yet. So I'm still working on it. Okay, with that, I think I need to bounce because I do need to finish the report that I'm working on. Oh, I'll take this last question here. Can you please tell me what you mean by a strong portfolio? And Benet, I'll tell you what to do, okay? Go to Avery, A-V-E-R-Y, J Smith, S-M-I-T-H.com, and click on my portfolio and you'll get an idea of what I mean. You need to have examples of projects you've done in the past that are relevant to the business world. So for instance, if you want to get into Facebook, okay, and you want to be a data scientist at Facebook, you should have a project on recommending systems for feeds. How do we decide when Joe Schmuck logs in, who's important, whose posts he should see, whose picture he should see, all those good things. You need to have them do a project on that if you want to work for Facebook, for example. If you want to work, like we talked about earlier with Andreas here, if you're a chemical engineer and you want to be a data scientist, or I guess Ayo Kunli talked about that too, you need to do a chemical engineering project in the data science world. So you need to do some sort of fault detection or energy grid optimization or price prediction of oil or some sort of commodity or something like that. You need to have at least 3 projects that you can show an employer, have on your resume, and have on your portfolio so people are interested. You can check out my portfolio at averyjsmith.com. Mine is not perfect. Mine's not done. I need to work on mine a lot if I'm going to go back and apply for jobs, which I do not plan to do in the meantime because I am running Data Career Jumpstart right here, Data Career Jumpstart. So I'm happy doing that right now. But if I ever go back to actually being a real data scientist, and even with my other business, Snow Data Science, where I do contracting work for companies, I need to improve my portfolio quite a bit. So with that, I'm going to head off for the day. Hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to be on this couch writing this report. I need to get some more ice cream or something. I got cookies actually. Maybe I'll eat some cookies. Anyways, have a good night, everyone. See you.